What would you say then, in terms of just sharing some knowledge with the listeners, in terms of what's been your biggest challenge to date?
I would say I'm a perfectionist, but I don't particularly like that word because it's a bit of like a cliched word. It's sort of the answer that you give in a job interview where someone's like, what's your worst trait? You say, oh, I'm a perfectionist, because it's both a bad thing, but it's also kind of like a good thing, because it means you're like attentive to detail and you want things to be perfect. So I would say I'm a perfectionist, and so I'm very much dependent on how good was that last piece of work that I delivered to a client. And if I think that was a fantastic piece of work, then I am, 100% over the moon, so excited to move on to the next one. I feel so good. But if that piece of work wasn't quite up to my usual standard, my perceived standard, the client could still be 100% happy with it. But if I don't think, that sound, it wasn't quite right, or for whatever reason, I'm not happy with the fish that I got, my mood would be, 0%. I'll be in the slums. Really hard to kind of pull me out of that headspace. And so I say that's probably my biggest challenge, but the way that I kind of came around that, because in the creative space, lots of people will say like, you're only as good as your last piece of work, which I 100% disagree with. There's something that I talk about a lot, which is regression to the mean. Basically, what it means is that every single piece of work that you do, whether that was an amazing piece of work, whether it's a really bad piece of work, is always going to come back to a standard, to a mean, to a middle. And what you need to work on is not fixating on like that one piece of work and how great or how bad it was, but it was thinking about overall, how can I improve all of my pieces of work? And you slowly move that mean to be slightly higher, because it's, as I say, it's very easy to fixate on the big wins and the big losses, but you've got to not try and fixate too much on that and actually look at the big picture of the pieces of work that you're delivering, which I feel and my clients feel is to a high quality.